Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today let us discuss about hydrostatic law. Hydrostatic law. So what is hydrostatic law? Okay na? And what does it mean actually? And what it states? See, hydrostatic law, it states that the rate of increase of pressure in vertically downward direction must be equal to the specific weight of a fluid at that point. Okay, so let us prove it. So to prove it, let us take a small element in a fluid whose dimensions would be something like, let us take its element, a small element whose sides are A, B, C, D, which is inside a fluid. So the element is a part of the given fluid. Okay, this is my element on what we are going to find out its value. Okay now, so see, if delta A is cross sectional area of element, cross sectional area of element, okay, so this area is delta A. Next, if this represents the height or depth h, and if pressure P is acting on this element, let it be P, so the pressure is P acting on the element A, B. Now there should be another pressure, that's called reaction, acting on this element, that would be P plus small element dou P by dou Z into delta Z. Okay, that one. And what else we have? If the height or the change in height of this element is delta Z. Next, and P is called pressure, Z can be called as distance of fluid element, distance of element, that is fluid, okay, from free surface. From free surface. Okay, don't forget that one. Now, if at all you had seen my previous classes, you might have come to know one topic. In that I taught you what is force. Like, pressure is equals to force acting per unit area. That implies force is equals to pressure into area. So this formula which we are going to apply today, and this another formula, weight is equals to rho into G. So these two will be applied today. Okay, now see, let us see what are the forces acting on the face, that let force acting on the face of element. First one, this AB, this AB. See here, force is equals to pressure into area. So at AB, its force will be P into area of this one, that is delta A. Any doubt? Into delta A. That's it now. Next, on the face CD, on the face CD will be, this is the pressure, no? So P plus dou P by dou z into delta z. This is my P into area, that is delta A. So that is the force acting. Now see, we'll have some self weight of the fluid, that is self weight. If at all you remember my previous class, I told you what would be the self weight. Okay, now that is volume into rho into g. Okay, or simply you can say it as rho into g. This volume can be written as area into depth. So we can say delta, area means delta A, depth is delta z, because we know now, see here, volume can be written as area into its depth or width, whatever we can say. This is the, so volume is equals to rho g into delta A into delta z. So these are the forces acting on the face AB, CD and this self weight. Now see, forces on the side AD and BC will be of same but in opposite direction. So those two forces will be cancelling each other. Means what? Forces on face AD is equal to forces on CB, but they are in opposite direction. Okay, na? So this will be cancelled. So there will be no effect of forces due to the phase AD and CB. So we will not consider these forces while deriving it. Okay. Now finally let us see, or let us see the equilibrium of fluid element. Means if my element is to be equilibrium, they should cancel each other. So these are cancelled, no doubt in that. Now let us see what are all the forces acting on the element. So see, the first one is what? P, see here, this force P into dA, which vertically downward, so positive, P into dA. Now see, this force CD will be vertically upward, means negative, that is P plus dou P by dou Z into delta Z into delta A. Next, this self weight is always vertically downward, means positive. So plus what we have? Rho into G into delta A into delta Z. To be in equilibrium condition, it should be equal to 0. See here, it has delta A, it has delta A, it has delta A. These three can be cancelled. Now what are the remaining we have here from this equation? P minus P plus dou P by dou Z into dou Z plus rho G delta Z is equal to 0. Okay, now see, this P gets cancelled. So remaining will be of minus dou P by dou Z into delta Z plus rho G delta Z is equal to 0. So what can we write? So dou P by dou Z into delta Z is equals to rho G delta Z. Any doubt? You should have no doubt. See, it gets cancelled. So see, dou P by dou Z is equals to rho G, is equal to rho G. But what is rho G? See here, what is rho G here? Rho G is equals to W. So is equal to W. Okay, so that doubt, any doubt till there? Now see, so we can finally say that dou P by dou Z is equal to W. This is what we called as hydrostatic pressure or hydrostatic force. Okay, now see, there is a last step which we can do it once more. The last step. Now we have dou P by dou Z is equal to rho G. It means that dou P is equals to rho G into dou Z. Now if at all we integrate it like so, dP is equals to rho G into dou Z. Now on integration this will become like P. Okay, rho and G are constant, so rho G, dou Z will become Z. So we can say that P is equals to rho G Z, or else we can also say that Z is equals to P by rho G, where rho is called density, G is called gravity, P is called pressure, and Z, what is Z? Z is called as pressure head. Z is called as pressure head. Okay, now if you have any doubt you can just comment on me, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. That is all about hydrostatic law, and if at all you can take a screenshot. So this is, you can take it out a screenshot. Thank you.